Hi, everyone. It's great to talk to you. I think that introduction emphasizes one of the problems of talking to the media. That is, if you use complicated terms, it's very easy for them to get confused in the process of translation to a media form. Anyway, it's very nice to talk to you today about something I'm really passionate about, and that's the importance of effectively communicating science to the public. And our main conduit to make that happen is the media in a lot of different forms, from traditional types of media through new media. Here's what I want to do. I want to briefly tell you about what my experience is, why I'm so passionate about this. I'd like to talk to you about what the reasons are people have for communicating with the media, who the media is, what types of media, and where the sources are for communicating with the media, what makes a good story. Not all scientific stories, sadly, are the kinds of stories that are newsworthy, but what is it that makes a story newsworthy? What are common problems as viewed from the perspective of journalists and from the perspective of scientists? And how can you avoid those problems to most effectively communicate the science that you want to get out to the public? And then we'll summarize these things and have some time for questions afterwards. So I am currently the Dean of Sciences at a very large public university. And what that means is very often I have to communicate with the media for a wide variety of types of science across the university. Whenever I can, and I'm called by the media, I try to put them in direct contact with one of the experts on campus. But a lot of times they need some comment very quickly, and so I have a lot of one-liners in a variety of types of media on a whole slew of different types of science. In all cases, the goal is to make sure that we provide the best information and the best perspective about science for the public. In addition to that, I'm the chair of the American Society for Microbiology Communications Committee. And in this role, I have a lot of interactions with people from many different media outlets, trying to make sure that we get the members of our society's information out there to the public in the best possible way and to reach the largest possible audience. I have a lot of personal experience in this area. My first media interview, which I'll tell you some more about later, was when I was a graduate student. I had won an award, a very nice award. I was at the University of California, and I won this patent grant fellowship from the University of California for my research. And because of that, I was interviewed by newspapers. First time that ever happened to me, no one gave me any advice, and it didn't go so well. Again, I'll tell you some more about that soon. I've also spent a lot of time interacting with traditional media, with newspapers, with television, with radio, and more recently with a variety of new media. I've done many podcast interviews of different scientists as well as about my own area of science, a lot of videocast interviews, interacted to promote science on Facebook, via Twitter. Science festivals are an area that I think we can reach a lot of people in the public. Not normally something you would consider as media, but in many aspects it reflects the face of new media, as well as a variety of other types of media. So why? Why do we go to all the trouble to try to interact with the media and convey science to the media? There are three very common answers to that question. The answer that is almost always given by scientists, in surveys, at least 92% of the scientists say their ultimate goal is to educate the public about science so that the public has a better understanding and can make more informed decisions about a wide variety of science topics. The importance of educating the public is emphasized very well in two books that are listed at the bottom of this page. That's the book by Sagan and Dreyer, Demon Haunted World, and the book by Mooney and Kirschenbaum, Unscientific America. Both those books are so impressive that you will be scared by the lack of public knowledge of some key scientific concepts. And I think you'll be compelled to feel like educating the public about science is really an important job for all of us. A second thing is the idea